Look, I found something.
Hey, what's up guys, August here and welcome back to yet another Deathstrike review. This time we'll be reviewing the sequel with a new set of interesting characters. It's basically like this guy with like a gas mask. His name is like Tiener, I think. And then there's like the dude with the bandana and the shades and the hat. His name is George and they look pretty cool. It's actually one of the things that caught my eye when I first like saw the film. Like the thumbnail, I was like, oh wow, there's new characters. And I want to clear something up about the Deathstrike series, and I know Stefan has said this multiple times, but I'll say it for him because he doesn't say it clearly. Guys, if the reason why you see more characters is because in the previous film, like in Deathstrike 1, everyone dies, so why would there be the same characters if they all died? Because I was thinking to myself, before I went to bed, like, if all the main characters died, why not introduce new ones in the sequel? It makes sense, because, I don't know, because, like, do you see, like, main characters, like, coming back to life out of nowhere in, like, a zombie film? No, you don't. So, yeah, I just wanted to clear that up real quick, because, like, everybody's getting all confused. Oh, what happened to the main characters? Because they died. And Stefan, there's actually a clip of Stefan saying that, oh, okay guys, you didn't even watch the full video. I think he's right, because I really think you guys, you just pause the video and then comment without even watching it. Because I skimmed through the video. I don't watch all of it, but I watch all the important parts. So like I'll understand what's happening better, just all the important parts. I mean, you don't have to like hear the kind of boring parts, when they're walking around, nothing's happening, and then boom, action scene. Then that's when I start to look. So yeah, okay. So I think another thing I want to talk about is that the fan made Deathstrike trailer that I made, that's deleted. Funny story, I was trying to put it in a playlist because I like to keep my channel organized, right? And for some reason YouTube thought that I pressed the delete button and I deleted it by accident. Like, oh my god, I feel so stupid. I worked so hard on that with me and my brother, but it's alright though. It's alright because I mean I still have I have the unedited footage, but I have to edit it all over again. But I don't feel like doing that over again. I think it's a waste of time, and if you guys don't complain about it, like none of you really asked or cared for it, when it got deleted, because there's no notification for, oh hey, PewDiePie just deleted the video. Like, no, there's no notifications when a content creator like deletes a video. Alright, so I think I babbled on, Jesus Christ, I think I rambled on long enough, so I'm gonna just get straight into a review. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the Deathstrike 2. That rhymed. Okay, so this is how the story starts, right? It all starts with our three main protagonists waking up in the back of a truck. They come to realize that they're out of gas and remember getting shot at. They never mention the driver, strangely enough. I guess the driver was shot, so maybe that's one of the reasons why they stopped at Stefan's house, which is why, well, where we first saw the infection happen, and Stefan, he started infecting everyone. It was really fucked up. And if you don't remember that, go check out the Deathstrike 1. I suggest you watch before you even start, dude. Okay, I know I already started, but watch the Deathstrike, the first one before you watch this, because it's not gonna make any sense. So sorry. Okay, I was getting off topic. So the reason why there is to scavenge for supplies, because Stefan was because he was like, oh, we're running out of supplies. They were out of gas too, and they need to progress so they can get out of there, because they need to move from the population, because most of it was infected at this time, and it was really tough to live out there. So basically, I already told you about these guys, Tiener, the gas mask guy, and George, the bandana guy. They were ordered by Stefan to go search the house with him. They then split up, which is a pretty poor choice in a three-man group, because you can't split the number 3. And if you did, there would be one alone and then two together. And that's how the one person happens to be Stefan. And of course, immediately when Tanner and George turns their back on Stefan, we hear really young screaming, "Oh, what could happen?" Stefan dies. Shocker. Jesus Christ, Stefan, you really love dying in your films. Like in your own films, man. I mean, because he was the first one to die in Death Strike, and then in the sequel, like, man, do you hate yourself, buddy? So anyway, of course, his friends, they try to run around the corner to attempt to rescue him, but of course it was too late. You heard screams. It was too late, man. And for some reason, whoever like attacked him, the zombie, obviously, they left because they were out of actors. There was like 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, they couldn't use another one. So that's why it was an off-screen death, I guess. And I think the way they handled that death was pretty damn clever, I mean, it's not like he was getting attacked by air or anything like that. I mean, that'd just be awkward. And a really good way to kill off someone. So yeah, Stefan, he predictably comes back to life as a zombie. That's spoilers, by the way. By the way, spoiler alert of this video. So yeah, and Tanner, he puts him down without hesitation. Tanner and George, they like have a casual conversation after like murdering their best friend. I mean, I thought it was pretty funny, but like Stefan replied to Twinkie's comment, saying Twinkie was like, "Oh, they're fake ass friends." Well, like Stefan said that there were army soldiers or something like that, so they were used to this happening all the time. But there's one problem. Right? Because when Tanner died and when George was like the last one alive, George mourned him. So I don't understand, dude. Because like when Tanner died about a zombie, George was like, "Oh man, I knew him for 5 years." But when he shoots Stefan, he doesn't care. Do they have like something against them? I don't know. I'll probably make like a theory about it later. So, anyway, about these characters, right? I think they look cool and all, but I wish I could get more time to actually care about these characters or like distinguish their personalities, because they have none. They don't have personalities. These characters, oh no offense, are so bland and they're just so one-dimensional. Because before we have more time to learn more about their backstory, a zombie interrupts them and they shoot him down. They shoot it down. I mean, the zombie used to be him. Okay, I'll stop. So yeah, after shooting down a couple of zombies, which is a pretty cool action scene, Tanner and George, they try to hold off at a porch, which is basically their base at this point, because they're running out of ammo, so they gotta reach high ground. So they'll have the advantage. So the action scenes, they are pretty damn good. They're like in really good quality in this film. I think it was really improved, and there isn't a moment where I'm bored, and it's actually really entertaining. The shots, which is like the camera moves for the kills, they're really cinematic and it's really appealing to the eye, This film, it really pulls you into the action. I mean, I would like complain about him killing the same zombie over and over again, which is most of you people complain about. But the acting for the deaths make up for it. I mean, just look at this. Alright, so anyway, so the final battle, it's fast-paced, thrilling, it's really epic, and later on in the fight, George, like, he runs out of ammo. He tries to go for Tanner's weapon, but it was jammed, because for some reason, it was not working. So, now he's bare bones with no means of defense, running away from the zombies. But he has a really sad and brutal death. Okay, it's not that brutal. There was no blood. It was just them hitting him and surrounding him. It wasn't that graphic. I mean, nothing is really graphic on this film at all, because once again, Stefan cannot edit. I'm keep telling him, man, you need to get these apps. As I was saying, the ending of this film is yet another bad ending, and I don't know, will they ever win? Like, Jesus Christ, man. It's the second time now. Alright, so like here's the bright side about this fucked up story. Okay, so the kind of heartwarming part about this film, well, it would be basically like, so since George, Tanner, and Stefan, they're dead, they get to live as zombies together, like while they're dead, like as a zombie. So yeah, I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know. No one survives. Just damn, like everyone dies, just like in the previous film. Like, so I give this film a whopping 9 out of 10, just because it has great action scenes. It's a really simple story. It doesn't make too much sense, but there's really bland and uninteresting characters. I hope he gives his characters more personality and fun to see them on screen, and like they'll be more like memorable, because they're just like generic army men in this film. So yeah, so character development and character personality is what you need to work on, but everything else is good. I mean, if you knew how to edit, you'd be better, So keep up the good work, Stefan. This was a major improvement to the last film. Let me know what you guys think about this film. Should I make more positive reviews like this? Please comment your thoughts down below. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Have a good day or night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.